Students, I am your biology teacher from Government Girls High School Court Road, Nawabshah. Today we are going to discuss about animal tissues. So first I am going to tell you about the definition of tissue. Tissues, a group of similar cells that work together to perform a common function is known as tissue. For instance, the cells in a small intestine that absorb nutrients look very different from other muscle cells needed for a body movement. Now, animal tissues. Human and other large multicellular animals are made up of four basic types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. We are going to discuss one by one. The first one is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue covers the surface of the body, lines the space inside the body, and form glands. For instance, the outer layer of your skin is an epithelial tissue, and the lining of a small intestine are made up of epithelial tissue. Epithelial cells are polarized, means that have a top and bottom side. There are the different types of epithelial tissues depend on their function in a particular location. The simplest classification of these tissues is based on the number of cells layers. When the epithelium is composed of a single layer of cells, it is called simple epithelial tissues, and those containing of two or more layers are called stratified epithelial tissues. Squamous epithelium is found in the alveoli of lungs, and its structure is important for the exchange of gases between the blood and lungs. Simple cuboidal epithelia line the lumen of collecting duct in the kidney and are present in the thyroid gland around the follicle that secrete thyroid hormones. Simple columnar epithelia are found in the female reproductive system and in the digestive tract. Stratified epithelia consisted of more than one layer of cells, and only one layer is in direct contact with the basement membrane. Stratified squamous epithelia are found in skin with many dead keratinized cells, providing protection against water and nutrient loss. Stratified cuboidal epithelia are found surrounding the duct of many glands, including mammary glands in the breast and salivary glands in the mouth. Stratified columnar epithelia are rare, found in predominantly in some organs of the reproductive system. Transitional epithelia are a special subset of stratified epithelia. They are exclusively found in the excretory system. Our next type is connective tissue. Connective tissue, which connect or bind the different type of cells, is called connective tissues. They also bind other tissues of the body with each other. Connective tissue hold structure in the body together, such as tendon. Cartilage is a type of supporting connective tissue. It is dense connective tissue. Cartilage has limited ground substances and can range from semi-solid to a flexible matrix. Bone is another type of supporting connective tissue. Bone can either be compact, dense, or spongy. Adipose is another type of supporting connective tissue that provides cushion and store excessive energy and fat. Then blood referred to as connective tissue. It is a type of fluid connective tissue. Our next type is muscle tissue. Muscle tissue contains the cell that are responsible for the contraction of muscles. There are the three types of muscular tissues that we already discussed in our class: cardiac, smooth, and skeletal muscles. I am going to tell one by one. Skeletal muscles, which is also called stripped muscles, is what we refer to as muscles in everyday life. Skeletal muscle is attached to bones by tendons. For instance, the muscles in your legs and your arm are skeletal muscle. Cardiac muscles is found only in the walls of the heart, like skeletal muscle. Cardiac muscle is striated or stripped. but it's not under voluntary control. So thankfully you don't need to think about making your heart beat. Next is smooth muscles. It's also a type of skeletal. It is also a type of muscle tissue. It's found in the walls of the blood vessels as well as in the walls of the digestive tract, the uterus, the urinary bladder, and the various other internal surfaces structures. Smooth muscles is unstripped, unsteroided. It is involuntary, not under conscious control. That means you don't have to think about moving food through your digestive tract. Okay, our next type is nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is composed of neurons which transmit information to other cells. Nervous tissue is found in the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. It is responsible for coordinating and controlling many body activities. It stimulates muscle contractions, creates an awareness of the environment, and play a major role in the emotion, memory, and reasoning. To do all these things, cells in nervous tissues need to be able to communicate with each other by a way of electrical nerve impulse. Dear students, it's all about animal tissue. Now, if you have any difficulty, you may ask. Thank you.